You know, one thing that people don't talk about, right? But school did a lot more damage than it did productive. You feel me? So what school basically did, especially college, right? And then it trickled down to your job and your everyday life, right? It never rewarded wisdom, creativity, or leadership. What it rewarded was performance and compliance. You feel me? So basically, a lot of times when people get degrees in college, they feel like that shows intelligence. But it really doesn't. All it showed that a predictable path and that you know how to be compliant and follow directions. And you know how to handle stress and you know how to meet stuff by deadlines. And that's nothing but a slave, you feel me? And that means that a lot of times you can't be successful without permission. You can't be successful or you can't make a decision without being told something. You feel me? So it's like even when you go to a job, right? Your job is basing your success on meeting a deadline and doing what you're told to do. And then when that happens, right? Usually when you do everything that you're told to do and you don't question nothing, you don't have no leadership or creativity, you just do what your boss told you to do like you did in school, they move you up and they make you the poster child, right? And that's nothing but a slave. And they tell all the other workers, you want to be like this? You want to come in Master's house? Be a good slave. But people don't talk about that, right? And that trickles down to everybody's mentality, because you got to get permission to feel even upset, because that's how you was taught in school. You want to feel a type of way, you want to do something, you have to get permission. So a lot of times people don't have their own mindsets when it comes to like the news. The news tell you to be upset about something, you're upset about something. The news tell you something is true, you think it's true. And that also goes down to your personal life. In order to be successful and accomplish certain things, you need to get permission, whether it's from your family, your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You don't have a mind of your own because society never rewarded you to be a leader or have creativity or have wisdom. You know what I mean? So like college is one big scam if you ask me, because if I wanted to, look, if I'm a college, right, and I'm a business, because that's all it really is, a business. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to market myself as the path to success. So you have to come here to be successful, because most people don't want to be failures, right? But there's nothing wrong with failure, because through failure you get wisdom. But people don't want that be failures, right? Because they're afraid of constructive criticism from outside sources, which that really doesn't matter, right? So then after that, I'm gonna tell you, if you want to be successful, go through our program for 4 to 8 years, right? So you go through that program, we're going to give you this piece of paper, and then we're going to guarantee you a job, right? And your parents got to pay all this money to go here, right? So they pay all that money, and then after that, you're not guaranteed what they told you were going to get, right? But any other business that you get a promise from, you know what you're going to do? You're going to sue them and be upset, but you're not going to sue the college because you're just happy that your kid graduated from Harvard or Spelman or any other college that you put them through, right? Because low-key, your parents probably didn't go to college and they're living through you. So they seem this as success because they don't have no value within themselves. And because they don't have value with themselves, they're willing to pay the price, whatever they have to do, even if they're getting scammed to be successful. You see what I'm saying? So that's like my whole mindset with that. Like, college is nothing but a laboratory for lab rats. That's all y'all are, y'all lab rats. And that goes from school, society, and etc.